Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this special edition, we're going to be focusing on the entrepreneurial journey of my guest, the new brand that she's launched, and the business outlook she envisions for her brand. My guest today is an engineer, a model, an actor, a producer, and now an entrepreneur. Please welcome Kriti Sanon. Hi Kriti, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us here on Business Today TV.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sakshi. It's a pleasure being here.
The pleasure is ours. Well, let me begin, Kriti, by first congratulating you on winning the National Award for Best Actress for your role in Mimi. Very well deserved. And tell us, how do you really feel on receiving the first ever National Award?
Thank you so much. Well, obviously it feels amazing and surreal, and it's probably the one of the highest points of my life at this, the phase that I've gone through. It's still sinking in. It is a moment I will never ever forget, because when it happened, the feeling that I got, the pride in my parents' eyes, my family almost, half teary, dancing with joy. It was a really surreal moment.
Great things happening your way, Kriti, I have to say. And now you have joined hands with Pep Technologies, the parent company of M Caffeine, to launch your own D2C skincare brand called Hyphen. So help us understand what really led you to launch a skincare brand to start with.
Well, I've always been into skincare. Even when I used to go to school, I remember sunscreen was something that I would always use before I exited my house. Even when I was sitting at home. And over the time when I got into modeling, somehow obviously taking care of my skin was something that I would, naturally do. And I tried different things. And then in the lockdown, when I hit 30, I kind of really got deep into it. And I really got almost obsessed with, skincare ingredients. And I was searching, Googling, watching YouTube, ordering different products. And I was really almost obsessed with skincare, and I found a lot of passion in it. I feel like anything that you do in life has to come from passion, and I've been passionate about skincare, so I felt like there was a little gap, and I felt that, I was seeing a lot of products which were, either focusing on nature or focusing on science. Some were focusing on single ingredients. There were niacinamide serums, there were hyaluronic acid serums, there were vitamin C separate, there were separate, ingredients for different concerns. And I felt like, why can't I have a lot of this in one bottle? Why can't every product give me multiple benefits? Why can't I hyphen a lot more ingredients together? And I was like, okay, let's create this, why not?
Okay, so Kriti, talk to us about your entrepreneurial journey. How did it start? What gave you the inspiration? You'd also invested in a fitness startup before, and now you have a beauty brand which you have co-founded. So do you see yourself as an investor or as a businesswoman who really and truly wants to build and scale businesses that you're in?
See, I first see myself as a creator, honestly. I have been very creatively inclined, and I think being an engineer, I'm also a curious person. I think when I get into something, I really get into it deeply, and I put in my all, whether it is acting, whether it is fitness, and now beauty. I think I can't do something half-heartedly. I can't just be a part of something and give my name and be like, okay, you take care of it. For me, I'm all in or nothing at all. So, yeah, for me, I see myself first as a creator and a curious person, and extremely competitive, ambitious. So when I want to create products, I want to make sure they're products that I'm using. And my journey so far has been amazing. I've really been enjoying it. I have been very obsessed with Hyphen, so much so that when I come back home after a long day of work at 11:30, 12 at night, I'm still sort of searching ingredients, thinking what else we can hyphen, having discussions on a Hyphen group. So they usually get my messages 12 at night. And that comes out of really passion and not feeling like I'm working, So it's a part of me, it's my baby, and I've really had a great journey so far. We launched this, we actually started working on this a year back. On my birthday, 27 July 2022, I met with Pep Technologies. I had been really looking for the right partners to start this journey with, and I met them and I instantly felt a connect, and I felt that we were just on the same page, in sync with everything that we wanted to do. They're also a bunch of engineers. So it was very exciting that we ended up really turning this around in a year and launched exactly on my birthday, 27 July 2023. You know, so it's been a fabulous journey so far, and I'm really loving the response.
Right, so Kriti, since you've been using the name Hyphen pretty often, help us understand what's really behind the name and what will be the USP of Hyphen in a very competitive, crowded market.
Hyphen, I mean, it means a lot of things. It means, I think hyphen as a word for me is a bit of a hope, because you always have something coming after hyphen. I believe in not limiting yourself like a full stop or putting yourself in a bracket, hyphening a lot of things in life, being limitless. We're also hyphening nature and science. So the power of nature, the potency of science, I believe in both. So we're hyphening that. We're also hyphening some really good ingredients that can give multiple benefits. We're also hyphening certain steps, like our All I Need sunscreen is not only a sunscreen but also a moisturizer. It also has vitamin C in it. It also has ingredients like kojic acid that can reduce pigmentation caused by sun. So it's got multiple benefits in one product. And honestly, the idea of it came before the name. We wanted to hyphen nature and science, join nature and science, and I was looking for a name for the longest time. I remember going on Pinterest and typing beautiful words with beautiful meanings and trying to find names with like K, and really we were just sort of brainstorming words, and for about 7 months we just kept finding, and we were just not locking anything because nothing was feeling right. And I feel like it needs to fit, you know, the name needs to fit. And finally, Pinterest kind of threw a word at me one of the days when I was, you know, on a Sunday at home. And I read hyphen, and it said, it is used to join words and things. And I just stayed at it for some time, and I was like, listen, it sounds very cool. It really means what we're trying to do. We're trying to hyphen so many things. We're hyphening nature and science. We're hyphening great ingredients together. We're hyphening steps at times, you know, and I just sent it on the group, and I was like, what do you think? And my partners were kind of silent for some time. They really took it in, and I got the response on the same day saying, let's lock it. So yeah, I think it was meant to be.
Right, so as I was asking you, Kriti, you know, how will hyphen really stand out in an overcrowded market? I'll tell you why I ask you this question. This is also to understand the timing of the launch of your business. A lot of celebrities, actresses are also launching their own beauty, hair and skincare products, their own clothing brands, and all of it in just the last few years. So is it the business environment, the right environment at that? Are there more growth opportunities? Looking at the current uptick in consumer demand, or is it the need to have more sources of income? What would you really pin it down to?
I mean, I can only talk for myself. Honestly, I know that this market is very cluttered, but it's also very confusing, you know, and I feel like me as a consumer was also extremely confused with different ingredients in different bottles, and I just wanted to find someone who could put a lot of, you know, good ingredients that could be formulated together and give me power pack solutions. And when I couldn't find too many people who were doing that, I just felt like doing it myself. So I think that has been a gap. I think I do see a lot of brands focusing, you know, a lot only on science, or, you know, I see a lot of just niacinamide serums or hyaluronic acid serums, and on the other hand, I see a lot of people only doing, you know, Ayurveda and like just natural ingredients, and I felt that both of these had a lot of potential, and why not combine it and give simpler power pack solutions with multiple benefits for Indian skin and Indian climate, which could also be affordable. I come from a very simple middle class family, and my first thing was, okay, I do want to make sure that we make great products because quality matters the most. But at the same time, I want it to be affordable for every person out there. We're making it for the consumers. We're not making it for ourselves. Of course, I want to be using them myself, but at the same time, I want that Kriti who was, say 15 years back sitting in Patparganj in Delhi to be able to use it, and I think that's the gap that we're sort of bridging. I think quality and affordability is getting hyphened here. Nature and science is getting hyphened here. We're also aiming at uncomplicating, skincare wherever we can. And another thing I feel like for me, it's very important that this is a consumer-based brand. I want to be constantly interacting with consumers. I am the chief customer officer, which I proudly say. And I want to know their needs. I want to know what they want. I want to know how the products are working for them. I'm seeing each and every review. And we're going to be consistently wanting to make Hyphen better and better and better.
Okay, Kriti, you've partly answered the question that was coming next your way, and that was on the understanding of your pricing strategy. Very affordable products that you put out, 450 to 650 rupees or so. What was the idea behind it, and is it volume growth over value or margin growth that you are looking at?
No, not necessarily. I think the only place where we should be increasing the price is where certain ingredients need to be formulated, and that requires more cost. I don't want to make it that, oh, suddenly we've introduced this price bracket, but we're now going luxury. Luxury is what I feel like, the product should feel good, the product quality should be good, it needs to have good ingredients, and I don't want the people to be paying more for the packaging rather than the product. Because at the end of it, you want to use the product, and that needs to be great. So I will try as much as I can to limit myself and not hike the price. But there are definitely going to be certain ingredients which are difficult to source, are difficult to formulate. The percentages sometimes need to be higher, and then in that case the cost gets higher. So only in that case we are going to try and balance it out wherever we can, but I want to cater to the mass premium bracket, which is I want to be able to cater to maximum people. So that's the point.
Right. So, Kriti, with Hyphen, you have already launched 4 products, face creams, serums, and the sunscreen. But what is the product pipeline going forward from here? Would you also be looking at extending your offering to, say, hair, body, or any other segments too?
Well, that's far away. I mean, it depends if tomorrow we feel the need to, definitely. But I think for now we're focusing on face care. We're focusing on face skin. And we have a lot of products still pending. Like, we've just started. There is so much to do, and there are so many different unique products that we're sort of thinking of. I'm very, very excited for what's going to come out. We're hoping to launch our next product, which I can't really say what, but we're hoping to launch our next product probably September end, October. But I can say that I'm currently testing a few products. So yeah, I am the guinea pig. I'm testing every single product, and we try and test it for a few months at least, so that I'm sure of the fact that it's working and it's the best possible version of the product that we can make.
अगर आपका विजन जानना हो हाइफन के बारे में, अगले 10 साल में आप हाइफन को कहाँ देखती हैं, तो आप क्या कहेंगी?
ओह गॉड, 10 साल की प्लानिंग मैं यूजुअली करती नहीं हूँ, बट डेफिनेटली अगले 1 साल में हम चाहते हैं कि हम फास्टेस्ट 100 करोड़ D2C ब्रांड हो, और मैं डेफिनेटली 10 साल में ये चाहूँगी कि ये ब्रांड ग्लोबल हो, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में भी हो, और इंडिया के तो हर घर में एक शेल्फ में हाइफन की एक बॉटल होनी चाहिए, एंड होपफुली हम और भी better products bana paye, and our community, our consumer base becomes huge.
जी बिल्कुल कृति, तो अब आप ये बताइए कि अब आप इसे सेल कैसे करना चाहती हैं? अभी तो आपकी वेबसाइट पर ये प्रोडक्ट्स ऑलरेडी मौजूद हैं, लेकिन क्या आप इसे करंटली केवल ऑनलाइन रखेंगी थ्रू योर वेबसाइट, या फिर आप कुछ ई मार्केट प्लेसेस के साथ टाई अप करने की सोच रहे हैं? आगे जाते हुए क्या आपका प्लान है कि एक रिटेल फुटप्रिंट भी हो, इंडिविजुअल स्टोर्स हों, या फिर बाकी मॉल्स में कियोस्क्स हों?
सो डेफिनेटली ये सब जो आपने बोला ये हमारे प्लान में है. वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम आई थिंक. सबसे पहले हम लोग मार्केट प्लेसेस में जाना चाहेंगे, अवेलेबल होंगे, एंड दैट्स गोना हैपन वेरी वेरी सून. एंड देन डेफिनेटली कमिंग ऑनलाइन, ऑफलाइन. तो ऑफलाइन भी हम इवेंचुअली करेंगे, बट स्टार्टिंग विद मार्केट प्लेसेस.
तो कृति, अब निवेश के बारे में जानते हैं. आपने जो ये प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च किए हैं, जो आपने ब्रांड लॉन्च किया है, इसमें इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना लगा, और आगे जाते हुए आप किस तरीके से प्लान कर रहे हैं अपने बिजनेस को स्केल करने के लिए, फिर चाहे वो भारत में हो या फिर इंटरनेशनली हो?
सो अभी फिलहाल 30 crores is what we have invested in this brand in this round. तो अभी फिलहाल उतना इन्वेस्टमेंट है, एंड द प्लान इज कि आगे हम और नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स लेकर आएं जितना कर सकते हैं, टू ऑल्सो हैव कॉन्स्टेंट इंटरेक्शंस विद कंज्यूमर्स, एंड होपफुली बिकम द फर्स्ट 100 crore D2C brand to happen in 1 year.
All right, Kriti, and now I'm going to grill you down even further with a set of rapid fire questions. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, then the first question coming your way, Kriti, is what is the idea of money or wealth for you?
My idea of money or wealth, it's transactional. It's all a little temporary, I would say.
No, so are you a big saver, a big investor, or a big spender when it comes to money?
I am actually, I think I could be more of a spender, but I do still have that inherent middle class value. So there are times where I'm also subconsciously saving, but my dad's a CA, so my money kind of gets taken care of there. Yeah.
How do you define success?
I think success is very subjective. For me, I feel like being happy with where you are, and at the same time being driven, I think is success.
Okay, and my next question is, where does Kriti Sanon invest her money? And I'm going to give you a handicap here. I'm going to give you only 4 options: real estate,
Okay.
gold, stock markets, or mutual funds.
Oh my God, a little bit of all, I would say. At least I know that from my dad. So a little bit of all. There's not so much in real estate at this point, I feel. But stock market is something that my mom and my dad are very much into, I would say. And definitely mutual funds also.
So, Kriti, who gives you the best investment advice? And I think I partly know the answer.
My dad? Yeah, but I do have some, I do have some wealth advisors, because I actually am more of a, like I said, I'm more of a creative person. I don't really see how much is coming in my bank and how much is not. So that's my dad.
All right. So what is the best money lesson that you've learned so far, Kriti?
Best money lesson? I think invest in passion, I would say, always. Because when you really invest in passion, it's not just, your heart is also there, so it's not just the brain.
Okay, my next question is, where does Kriti Sanon splurge on most?
Where do I splurge on the most? I think maybe clothes and bags, maybe. Yeah, I think I end up splurging a lot on clothes and bags. Yeah, no matter how much, I feel like, when I go abroad, I kind of suddenly can go to malls now, so I end up like really shopping.
Okay, so what is the most expensive thing that you've bought?
Most expensive thing? I think my car. Very expensive.
And which is that car?
It's the Maybach GLS.
Okay, so Kriti, when you travel, do you like more luxurious or more adventurous holidays?
I think a mix of both. I mean, I don't like, see again, there's a part of me which is also the middle class girl that kind of tells me, no, this is too much now, come down. So I think I like being comfortable and having fun and having a certain amount of luxury, but I also like being spontaneous, being adventurous, walking on the road and just like sitting in cafes, the basics, the little joys of life. Yeah.
Okay, my next question to you, Kriti, is what business lessons would you want to draw from Bollywood? Because you actually experienced both hit and flop films, so there are a lot of lessons that you can perhaps take in your business firm as well.
Just know, just do whatever you do for the right reasons. So you need to know your why. You need to know why you're doing something. So don't just do it because it's the trend or because people are doing it, but you need to have your own reason for really doing it. Because then hit or flop, you know, you won't really regret it. You'll either move ahead in life or you'll learn a lesson.
Very well put, Kriti. But my next question is, now fitness and skincare done, which is the next area for your business interest?
Currently, I'm still finding that. Currently, I haven't really felt so passionately about anything else. So currently, it's Hyphen and it's the tribe and it's my films, me as an actor, and also I've started a production, the Blue Butterfly Films. So it's that.
So Kriti, marriage or more startups? What's next on the cards for you?
I mean, you never know. You never know what strikes first. अभी दोनों में ही दिल नहीं लगा है, तो देखते हैं.
Okay, my last question to you is, what are you most excited about? And I'm going to give you options here. Do Patti, working with Allu Arjun, or your sister's debut?
Oh, how can you give me options like this?
Pick one.
I can't choose. I can't choose. I mean, the middle one, working with Allu Arjun, has not really happened. So, I mean, I'm hoping it happens. I think he's a phenomenal actor. But, of course, my sister's career, I'm too excited about her film. It's really funny because her first Telugu pan-India film is clashing with Ganpat, which is my film. So, we'll be clashing on one date. And that's funny, but it's nice. It's a moment that will be we both will be looking forward to it. And Do Patti is my first baby of Blue Butterfly Films, something that I'm also producing and not just acting in. And it is also by far one of my most challenging roles. So I'm really, really looking forward to it.
All right, fantastic, Kriti. Well, on that note, I will rest to pace all my rapid-fire questions to you, but you did very well, and many thanks for being with us on Business Today TV, answering all these questions. All the very best to you for Hyphen, and here's hoping for more interactions when you scale up your business as well.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.